Hello Brick Smarties, Brick Smarty here. So here's part 11 in my LEGO Deep Sea Creatures series, XL Faves. It features 7 new and unique MOC 2:1 alternates of the LEGO 31088 Deep Sea Creatures set. This means they take 2 31088 sets to build each one. These XL Faves are a mixture of some new, larger, more detailed 2-set versions of some of my favourite 1-set 31088 MOCs, and a few completely new models of some of my favourite sea creatures too. Before I get any further into this, I would like to thank everyone for all their comments and suggestions. Please keep them coming. And if you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe to Bricksmart Workshop so you don't miss any of my new LEGO MOCs. And what about Deep Sea Creatures Part 12? Do you want to see a Subnautica series? Or more hungry sharks? Or some open ocean or freshwater sea creatures? Let me know in the comments below, or hit me up on Instagram and get sneak peeks of what I'm working on right now, like my dinosaurs and Ice Age collections. Okay, let's get back to these XL Faves then. The 7 MOCs are Dolphin XL, Great White XL, Whale Shark XL, Manta Ray XL, Sea Turtle XL, Sturgeon XL, and Octopus XL. The little crab and sea snail are included with the Octopus design. Coming up later in the video are 2 digital builds. This was such a difficult decision, but I chose the Dolphin XL and the Sturgeon XL to get you started, and if you'd like to see any of the other builds, just let me know. These MOCs are all 2:1 alternates of the LEGO 31088 Deep Sea Creatures sets. This means it takes 2 31088 sets to build each of them. So if you have the sets, you can follow along with the video, or if you prefer to work from PDF instructions, you can support me and buy them at rebrickable.com. Just follow the link in the description below. But first, let's take a closer look at the XL Faves MOCs. First up, we have the Manta Ray. The Manta Ray is probably my favourite of all sea creatures. Huge, graceful and surprisingly fast, this beautiful beast is a sight to behold. This one really needs the 2 Deep Sea Creatures sets to do justice to the scale of this huge filter feeder. Did you know the Manta Ray is non-aggressive and has the biggest brain of all fish? Well, I hope you like this one, as I was really pleased how it turned out. Then we have the whale shark. Whale sharks are the biggest filter feeding sharks in the world, growing up to nearly 60 foot long and weighing 20 tons. They have huge, wide, flat heads and are such gentle giants. I made a whale shark alternate before, but one set could not really do full justice to the adult size of this beast. This time round I've used 2 31088 sets to give better shape and proportion to the head and body length. Next up is the Great White XL. The Great White Shark is the ultimate living marine apex predator. This iconic killing machine was of course the main model of the original 31088 set. I've held back with this model because I didn't want to release it until I'd come up with something quite different that does justice to this iconic predator. So this time round I've used 2 31088 sets to give better shape and proportion to the head, fins and body length. I've given it more of a snarling, characterful face with the typical red gums visible around the teeth. Then we have the Sea Turtle XL. My first Sea Turtle model was one of my most popular MOCs, but I did always feel like I could have done with a few more pieces. So this time round I've used 2 31088 Deep Sea Creatures sets to create a version with a bigger, better proportioned shell and more accurate flippers with a better range of motion. The extra pieces have also allowed me to create a head that's not so boxy to give a more detailed and polished look overall. Plus, did I say it's bigger? Did you know that a sea turtle can hold its breath for 5 hours, lives to 100, but it can't retract its head into its shell like its land cousins? Okay, so then we have the Dolphin XL. My original 1-set Dolphin was probably my most popular MOC at the time, but I've also had quite a lot of requests for an updated, larger 2-set version. So here it is. This Dolphin XL is created using 2 31088 Deep Sea Creatures sets. The proportions and curves are improved over the original, as well as the fin and mouth shape. And this time the mouth opens. I've also created the fin tilted slightly back, which is more accurate, and took me quite a while to figure out how to do it. And this will be the first build video I feature today, coming up in just a couple of minutes. And next up is the Octopus XL. The octopus is one of the world's most amazing creatures. They have 3 hearts, 8 tentacles and 9 brains. They're intelligent, yet only live 6 to 18 months, which is highly unusual in the animal kingdom. They can squeeze into small places and can touch and grasp things with over 2,000 suckers on their limbs to hide and camouflage themselves with rocks, shells, coconuts and other objects. If you'd like to know more about octopi, I'd definitely check out the docu-movie My Octopus Teacher. I really enjoyed it. This model isn't all that big, but it uses up a lot of the joint pieces, which is why I've had to use two 31/088 sets. As there were quite a few leftover pieces, I've also created a sea snail and a crab. They might look cute, but they're actually the octopus's dinner. And last but not least, the Sturgeon XL. Sturgeon are long-lived late maturing fish. There are many different species, including the beluga sturgeon, which this model is based on. The largest beluga sturgeon was over 7 meters long, but this was nearly 200 years ago. These days, due to heavy overfishing, such large specimens do not exist. Beluga sturgeon are highly sought after because of the high value of their eggs, beluga caviar. With strict fishing controls, captive breeding programs and import bans, there may yet be hope for the beluga sturgeon. This fish has managed to survive for millions of years before humans. They evolved in the Triassic, some 245 million years ago. So here, in celebration of this amazing prehistoric survivor and potentially huge animal, is my MOC Sturgeon XL that uses two LEGO 31/088 deep sea creatures sets. I hope you enjoy building it and learning about the sturgeon, as this is the second build video I'll be featuring today. Right, so let's make a start with the Dolphin XL build now. that's the Dolphin XL build. Okay, so let's make a start with the Sturgeon XL build. And that's the Sturgeon XL build. If you'd rather work from instructions that look like this, you can buy them at rebrickable.com. Just follow the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. You made it this far, so why not give us a like or make a comment below. Click here if you'd like to see some more of the LEGO Deep Sea Creatures series, or here if you'd like to see some of my other LEGO digital builds. And don't forget to subscribe to Bricksmart Workshop so you don't miss any of my new MOCs.